Do you want to mix the Grand Theft Auto and Mario Party? Well, let me introduce you to Adversary Mode, hosted by Martin Madrazo. It's basically just mini games that are really fun, actually. Today in this video, I'll be covering the best adversary modes in GTA Online. Let's get into the video. Let's start off with Sumo. It's your definition of demolition derby with explosive circles like Fortnite Battle Royale, and it's sumo wrestling. Basically, you are a bunch of cars on top of a giant platform, and you try to knock each other off. The person who falls out of the barrier or the circle that's there will explode immediately, and then they die. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. A lot of the car selection is pretty bad, but if you know what cars to pick and your friends all pick the same car, it's a lot more fun than you think. There are some maps that are rather iffy, and there are some maps that are pretty good. But there's also been a bunch of remixes to the Sumo game type, making it a lot more fun with a lot of different maps and a lot of customization options. I mean, honestly, if we could throw nitrous into this, it would be awesome. Super duper awesome. Just my advice, never camp the edge and try to bait, because the brakes and the reverse are not very fast, and yeah, that would be bad. I would never fall off the edge trying to do that. Haha. Next up, we have Slasher, and it's your typical horror movie kind of thing. It's kind of like Dead by Daylight, but you're not trying to fix anything, you're just trying to run from the killer. You can actually get into a fight with the killer and bash him with your gun, and then he really can't do anything. It's kind of an exploit, and if you do this, you're kind of rude. I mean, it kind of defeats the entire purpose if the people from, the movies could kill the killer. That's not what they're meant to do. They're called people. The killer is called the killer for a reason. Basically, the killer has a shotgun and is in one of the animal masks and walks around all menacingly with a flashlight in a very dark and kind of warehouse map. The maps are pretty different and they kind of change, but one thing stays consistent: it will always be one killer, and then there's a bunch of people just running around. If you get caught, you're probably dead, and then you just gotta wait till the round ends. It's hide and seek with extreme rules. Next up, we have Beast versus Slasher, which kind of switches the whole Beast mechanic and puts the Slasher in a pretty high position of power. Now, basically, the Beast has to run around and collect about 15 checkpoints, and when he collects those, guess what? He wins. It's more of a hide-and-seek game with a goal, so you can't just camp it out and, win the lame way. But the slashers are on your tail all the time. If they find you, they will kill you. Now, the special thing about this is that there are plenty of perks that make you super fast, super healthy, super strong, and it's really helpful in taking down the Beast. Now, the Beast is honestly pretty overpowered in this because, Rockstar has enough trouble balancing their main game. I doubt they could balance a minigame. But hey, with the right hands, you can do anything, right? Any gamer can accomplish any mechanic they want. That's just how it do be, Well, it's not quite as scary as Slasher. It is a lot more fun because both parties are really entertaining themselves rather than one party hiding and sitting in a corner while one, hunts. That's pretty lame. Also, by the way, did I mention those two game modes are also in first person? That's pretty cool. I mean, it really adds a horror effect. GTA VR coming soon. Ooh. Next up, we've got the closest thing we'll ever get to an online GTA marriage. We've got Till Death Do Us Part. And a lot of the games that include this title are basically just 2v2s. Death Do Us Part is last team standing with 2 people. Now listen, I have a special place in my heart for last team standing. It's like being the last man alive and search and destroy every single game. It's awesome. The feeling is awesome. When you destroy an entire team by yourself, that feeling is amazing. Last Team Standing is a pretty dead game mode, honestly, so I don't really know why Rockstar made an entire adversary mode around it. Maybe to try and revive it, but honestly, it was more fun with larger teams, in my opinion. So being able to just have 2 people kinda kills it. I mean, I could see where it'd be fun, maybe for a boyfriend and e-girl couple. Notice I said boyfriend and e-girl, not boyfriend and girl, because that e-girl is definitely a 45-year-old man named Jerry who works at Walmart. That's it. Last but not least, we have Deadline, and if you've ever seen Tron, this is gonna look pretty familiar. You hop on your bike, make some lines behind you, make people crash into the bike, that's it, they blow up. As long as they hit your line, they're pretty much gone. And when I say pretty much, I mean they are. Now, there are some power-ups like speed boosts and jumps, but I don't foresee those being very useful. There's usually 4 players, you get 3 lives, you blow up 3 times, that's it. It's based on a first, second, third, and fourth placement style, and, well, it's really fun if you're able to, not run into a line every 10 seconds like your boy here does. Because I honestly cannot see the lines. I'm not colorblind, I'm just really bad at video games. And that'll do you for today's video. I'll catch you in the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you think my accent's bad, because it's very, very fake. Thank you for watching again, guys. I'll see you in the next video. I love you. Goodbye. Oh, was that too strong? Oh, God.